Welcome to the quiet little corner of YouTube called Brother Owl's Garden. I'm Brian, and I honor your presence here today. Let's talk about validation. It seems to be what so many of us are chasing and scrambling after all the time. I need so-and-so to like me. I need to be accepted by such and such. I need to be seen as important by so-and-so or the world. I need to get more likes. I need people following me on social media. I need someone to like me so that I can feel good enough. This is the rat race, the cheese for the mouse, the carrot on the end of the stick, the dog chasing its tail, the validation hunt that so many of us are on all the time. Well, I don't claim to know everything about this, but I'll share my own reflections from my own direct personal experience with this very issue of validation. I recently had a conversation with somebody about this, and it kind of encouraged me to write it down, and so that's what I'll share with you right now. We can think of the quest for validation in different levels. Now, you may think of it in a different way than I'm thinking of it, but this is one way of presenting this issue of the need for validation. And what I'm referring to is a statement of consciousness. What is the name of that level of consciousness that we're at? And I've identified 6 of them. At level 1, the belief arises that I am invalid. I am not fill in the blanks of what I should be. I'm not enough. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. I'm not ranked high enough. All these things. I am invalid. That's level 1. Because of level 1 arises level 2. I need to be validated. I need validation. So level 1 is I'm invalid. That's the root, the level 1. And level 2 is ergo, I need validation. Level 3 is I will seek validation from others. In other words, I will seek to obtain external validation. I will get other people to validate me. And again, validate might mean like or approve or accept or whatever form it takes. So that's level 3. Now level 4 is where an awakening sort of begins to emerge. Level 4 is, I won't seek validation externally. I won't seek it outside of myself. I will seek validation within me. I will seek my own validation within. Aha, you're on the right track. But a lot of people stop there and think they've figured it out. As the Zen proverb says, when you reach the mountaintop, keep climbing. So let's go to level 5, which is a higher realization. Instead of, I just need my own validation, I will seek my own validation within. That's level 4. Level 5 is, I already am valid. I don't need validation. I already am valid. And that's where most people stop and say, I have reached the summit. But there is a little bit higher that I've been able to at least glimpse. And if there's higher than that, I don't know about it yet. But level 6 is, well, what do you know? There never was any issue of validation or invalidation in the first place. We created the entire template, the entire mindset that validation is needed, that there is a need for validation, with the root belief of, I'm not good enough, I am lacking, I am inadequate. All those types of thoughts. I am invalid. I need validation. I seek validation from others. Oh no, I seek validation from within myself. Wait a minute. I've always been valid. I am valid. I don't need to seek it. There never was an issue of my being valid or being invalid in the first place. You're free. You don't need anyone's approval. You don't need anyone's acceptance. You don't need anyone's likes. You don't need anyone's agreement. You don't need anyone's understanding. You don't need those things. Only when you move towards disconnect, ignorance, and weakness do you then believe that you need those things. You meaning we, I, us, all of us. You don't. You are already all that you need and all that you have sought. You are the I am. You lack nothing. You need prove this to no one. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't have to prove it. You don't have to get them to go along with it. You don't have to get them to agree with it. You don't have to get them to accept it or even to understand it. Let people say and think whatever they will. That's their kuleana, not yours. There isn't even an issue of your being valid or invalid in the first place. Drop the whole game. Live free.